Hello, welcome. Welcome. Damn, Daily Wire's making a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, I said a trigger word. YouTube's gonna attack me now. What? I got I gotta watch Lady Baller. Ain't gonna lie. I have to watch Lady Baller. One guy got arrested for stupid ass fucking shit because they just want to arrest everybody because making fun of thing is they're not even making fun of trans people. They're actually just making fun of the sports of women or men try to be women in women's sports. You making fun of trans people? Like, I mean, actually, considerably we're not, because I had a black joke too that was actual positive black joke. See, you can be positive, negative with anything. Dude pulls out his pants, and the one narrator is like, "That's the biggest dick I've ever seen." That's a common black joke. Black people have big dicks, even though it's not. Even though that's not true at all. That's actually just a. They want to say that. Actually, we'll start over again. But yeah, I wish the days were just. I don't know why our culture changes based upon politics. To tell you the truth, I despise it 100%. I think it's ugly and demoralizing to sit there and just keep on like attacking people or doing those sort of things, and that it just drives me fucking crazy. Like, I really hate when people do that stuff and that. Like, back in the old days and that, like when I used to talk to, like, when people call out what people actually do and they joke about it, it's like saying, like when you see a black person shoplift and you see, like, a black person just, I would say a trashy person that happened to be black would be sitting there like shoplifting or something like that. Shoplift like a Walmart, which they always shoplift Walmart. Walmart, big ass place, you shoplift pretty easy. And they make a joke about it. It's like, oh man, it's like, yeah, I remember the good old days. You could shoplift and get caught putting the stuff back because it's just fun. The thrill of shoplifting becomes fun. Like, oh yeah, I mean, when I was a little kid, and I stole like a candy bar and that, but I gave it back because my parents, slapped my hand and I stopped stealing. So the only reason why people steal is because they don't have money to buy anything. It's like, well, money is a universal thing. You need to have money, period, okay? So it's just how it is. Some people complain about, oh, I don't need to have money. I can just take it. I'm like, okay, you can take something that someone made that got paid for that, and they paid for that product to own that product. Because every time you pay for something, you own something. So it's like, okay, you look at it from that perspective, like, oh, maybe I shouldn't steal. Okay. But when people of, let's say, people of color, say black people, they want to complain about, white people can, do stuff and no one cares. It's like, actually, no, it's not. That's not how it works at all. People in general that steal. The trader pod design is not terrible. People that steal in general are breaking the law. No one says, oh, it's just another thing. That's not how it works. It never works like that. And people want to say it does. That's well, you make up your own bullshit. And it's like, of course you gotta make up your own shit. That's what people do. When people get caught with something, they tend to make stuff up.
I don't like chestnut. Not terrible, but that's just the warm-up. You're trying to forget anyone.
It kind of blows my mind a little bit. Because people actually constantly think that stuff, and they're like, why do you think that stuff so much? Like, it's wrong, but you want to keep on doing it. So anyway, back to the joking that, like when people joke about something, you know, it's like, oh man, dude, why black people always gotta steal so damn much? You know, and a black person might say like, you know, to a white person, like, oh, why do you gotta have such a small dick? That is what people should be doing, and it's a joke. You just laugh it off and be like, ha, that's funny. Because they both know not all black people steal. They both know not all people have small dicks. It's just the common interest of each other. The good old days, literally, black people making jokes and that about white people having small dicks. What's wrong with joking around? The whole racist thing said, oh, it's racist. Like, we use terms that we see. So like we see something that you it's like a terminology of anything. So like we see someone take something, you call them a thief, right? That's the terminology of that. I say, oh, you're a thief. You identify that thief based upon how they look. You know, you know, it's like if it's if you say, oh, a European person, you'd be like, oh, it was a tan European looking person. A white person's European, basically. You know, it's like it's like, oh, it's a black person. Well, only so many people are black. African Americans are black. You know, you identify that. You could say, oh, it was a light shade black person because you could just identify that they're African American. You identify through their race, but being racist is a common misconception of saying that you hate that person for that they shoplift. It's like, I don't hate the person for shoplifting. I don't like that the person shoplift. That's two different things. People want to put those two together, and it's like, that's not how it works. It never works like that. And that's the biggest problem that I've always seen, that I keep on like getting that back when I was younger. That racism didn't even exist. We had fun with race. We laughed at race. You know, you talk a Chinese person like, you know, and you like, oh, what about their feelings? What about their feelings? If they talk like that, then the feelings are mutual. That's how they talk. They talk with that kind of tone of voice. Oh, well, you're making fun. Making fun of is making something of something funny. So just say like, if someone farts, if you make fun of them fart and you laugh at it, right? Are you gonna call it racism because someone farts because he's black? That's basically what it is. You made a funny noise, it's funny, and you laugh about it. So if that person hears that, so to speak, like a Chinese person hears that, and now you're hearing, and they're all like, oh yeah, you Americans always talk about, look at me, I'm American, you know? That would be funny. You relay joking with joking. Nowadays, it's just like, oh, I got my feelings. It's racist. It's not racism. It doesn't feel race. Yeah, that's why I relate to the fart thing. Like, farting's funny, but everyone farts. Some are different sounding. You can't say, you know, this person farts a different way because they're racist. But the thing is, it's funny.
Anyone. I didn't expect you to make it through that wave.
But people always seem to get upset about it. I was talking about my past. Like, before these Democratic dick lords start like throwing down all this bullshit, and that here's what it is. They already announced it. Democratic people are extremely racist to a certain extent. I'm not saying the people together. I would say the politicians. I would say the politicians, the ones that are the overlords of it.
I'm disgusted. Boy or girl?
They're the ones that are throwing all this shit out in chaos. They're trying so hard to make it look like that they're not bad. It's like if what someone says and someone does are two different things. So people would say stuff. I knew it was fat ass. That's another thing. Like, talk about someone's how fat they are. People get offended by that shit. Like, why are you calling me fat? Because you're fat. Just like you say, why you call a person that takes something a thief? Because you're a thief. You know, you be a fat thief.
That was for you, Prancer. Is coming! I see you.
I think you may be operating under the misconception that you're supposed to live through this. You're not.
It's coming!
But yeah, that's like one of the biggest problems I've always seemed to go through. Like, it's because I was born the generation watching Blazing Saddles, watching, you know, all these comedies and that were being like, people were saying that, oh, they're sexist and that because they're doing this and doing that. Like, dude, people enjoy shit. Like, History of the World. You know, the Keen sister, he rubs his fucking dick on every girl's butt because it's a joke. A common deception of Keens is having power to get any woman they want. So you like it. It's a comedy sketch. He lifts up their blouse. He goes, oh, you know, he rubs his dong on their butt, and like they're all like, oh, Keen. No, they're getting all excited about it because he knows he has power. And at the end of it, he says it's good to be the king. It's a joke. It's a satire joke. Nowadays, feminists are like, oh my god, you keep doing that stuff. It's like, but all you girls like the dong.
Some of this.
All you girls like dong. All you girls like it. You like it, you like it, you like it. Denying it and screaming and bitching and moaning about it is just the stupidest thing ever.
I shot his eye out.
And like for some people to sit there and just keep on like complaining about something like that, it's like, dude, but you like it though. That guy that you have come over and that, rubbing his freaking, you know, dong all over you and that, you enjoy that. And like, but why do you gotta complain about it? It's just like for some people that can't get, you know, get stuff, or the ones that complain about the most, and they don't want their friends to fucking have it.
That's crazy near the top of the naughty list.
I'm being serious. It happens so much. It's like if there's a group of single people, man, like you're like one of the prettiest girls out of all the girls.
How do you like me now?
Just to say. And your ugly girlfriend's sitting there getting mad because you're the only one getting flirted with, and they're always saying, why don't they flirt with me? And you say, well, they're not flirting with you because they're not attracted to you. So that woman will literally C block or pussy block that girl from getting some from a dude that she really does like, that's a really good guy in that and all that stuff and that. She'll make up shit. They'll make up all kinds of shit. Even if they're not that, even if they are both pretty girls, they'll make up stuff to continue the whole group gathering thing. A lot of people do that shit. And they're like, it's like, why do you do such things? What's the whole point of doing that? Like, why would you sit there and destroy something of someone's stuff and sit there and like and fucking like lie about it too? But like, well, that's like all these girls, ladies on TikTok, and that guys do it too. But most times, guys get to the point where they're just like, because every guy's always looking for something.
You just got Yule-tided.
But yeah, it's kind of like the whole point of it. Like, people get so upset over this stupid shit.
Donner's Avenge.
This gun is really strong, but it shoots too slow. Shit.
You flesh pound your Tony! Die, Marty, die!
But yeah, I just remember the good old days. Everyone was just chillaxing that. What the fuck was that? Yeah, I like the.
I'm all gifts.
Yeah, I kind of like the other rifle better, holds more.
I decided to shut the pod. There are plenty more squeaks where that came from.
This gun's not too bad. This gun's not bad
Wonder
either.
where
Just,
that leads.
is this a single loader? I think it is a single loader. Yeah, it is.
Can you do that? You don't have that much dust.
Sometimes you gotta decorate your own tree.
Oh, that's big ass people. Yeah, I'm waiting for you to take a fucking dump.
I'll see you. No, naughty escapes me. Did Santa forget anyone? Here comes Santa. Hello, blessed owl. I see you. Ah. On the westbound side, it's time to give it an impression. I see you.
Yeah, I like the other rifle better because it holds 2 more rounds.
A little blood loss never hurt anyone.
But yeah, that was good old days, man. Everyone's so sensitive because of politics and that. They try to be like, oh, you're being hateful. People are hating on people. And I'm like, it's not about hatred. It's about a sense of love. So, like, when you talk about someone, you're cracking a joke, and you're, like, having fun with that person that, you know, you shouldn't be disturbed over what people say. You should laugh at everything.
The old Santa?
Like, when people talk shit, they're doing it because they're the ones that are ugly.
I shot his eye out. Donner's Avenge.
That's basically what it is.
Chestnuts. I see you, Iris. How do you like me now?
This area remains mostly secure. As long Someone's helping you somehow. Is this some sort of prank?
And dude, I have to get a new fucking remote control, bro. I barely had this remote control for maybe like
I'm all give.
not even for like a year. And like I don't play it all the time because I'm always at work. They got this new PlayStation memory remote control. It's a Pro remote control. It's like an Xbox remote control. It has four bumper things on the bottom and shit. I'm thinking about getting it. Yeah, it's on Amazon. There's a whole bunch of them. Okay, they got it in Best Buy. Okay, so this is. It's an Xbox remote control. Pro BFG wireless controller. PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PlayStation that. BFG. Okay, you can switch around. Oh, it's a switchable. Okay, so they have like little things you can put in there, and you can switch the thing around if you want to put it like an Xbox remote control, or if you want to put it like. Okay, they gives you all the buttons you can put in there and all that shit. Okay, I really want to get this remote control hella bad. Actually, I'm gonna lie. 15-day return shipping. I might pull some money out and spend it. I don't know yet. I'm really curious. It's for PlayStation. It's a PlayStation control. Pick up within 1 hour. Only one left in the store. Oh man. Okay, bro. I got blow ass. Oh, I got blow ass. Oh. Yeah, every time I drink I've been drinking my greens and that, man. Every time I drink a pre-workout, man, it gets my metabolism started. It makes you have to shit. But yeah, I want to probably get that remote control. It's actually not that bad. It's $179. It's actually cheaper than the actual Pro. I'll be right back. Oh, that was the best shit I've ever took. Okay. Yeah, I'm about ready to probably maybe get heading out to the gym here in about an hour or so. Let's go leave my stream on. Could build up these likes.
Oh, my elf, I killed you.
Where am I going? Where's that thing at? Oh, no, I already finished it. But...
Keep your eyes open down here. No, not. You burned it.
Area remains secure.
A little present to myself.
Move it, idiot. Get some gear, ammo, all those things that help you not die. The Zeds will be there soon to alleviate your suffering.
Watch of jingly bullets looking for a home.
Yeah, I think I might go with the Best Buy probably today. Because tomorrow, I don't know, I think I might just take off the whole entire day.
Last call for guns and bullets.
It's a new... Oh, well, since I'm walking now, I'm walking towards that way, I can just go to the Best Buy actually. I can just do that.
Wave 10.
Let's pull. I see how much money I have into my account. It's $190 or some bullshit like that for taxes and that. There's so many fucking people trying to steal people's money. That shit always makes you laugh. I never answer phone calls. Like, I never have anyone ever call me that. Well, I'm on my website right now, and like, they were saying like, oh, there's fraudulent stuff going on. That people are sitting there like, I'm like, damn, really? No, I got it. Okay, that's not bad. Okay. Yeah, $230 left of what I can spend for this. Well, I got enough meat sticks to last me. I could probably spend maybe like $100 extra on it. I have to wait till next paycheck before I can get it. That's cool though. Okay, just do that shit. I'm gonna hang it up. Meat per wave. I'll get this one up. Got these little lab things you can do to get extra coins and shit. Actually helps out a lot. Yeah, get my. Oh, I can do that. Okay, that's not bad. Okay.
This doesn't look very good for you. Cowardice is not a
I guess I need a
strategy.
remote control. This remote control sucks. So it is a PlayStation remote control, it's just made by a different company.
Do something useful.
And
Die. Electricity has great potential for serious burns or death. This is what's called
You want another
fourth
visit?
state of matter. Rerouting
No
power
time
from
out,
shields.
naughty.
As you can see, I have all the latest. Such armor integrity failed. You're outnumbered now. Excuse me, when I disappear. Edars, would you kindly?
You're
Plenty
fired.
more where that came from. I'm taking notes, and I'm learning.
I don't see it.
Just as you can see, I thought of everything.
His clones are limited, just like my patience. Do not test me.
I come.
He say he's busting a nut. I come. Ugh. That is fucking hilarious. You talking about busting nuts? I come. Oh, that shit is so funny. Yeah, use the long range one for those headshots. It does so much damage. I love this gun.
Ammo here.
Protect the area, if you can.
A box of jingly bullets looking for a... I can smell them. Christmas is coming! Yay. Ring ting tingly.
Fuck you, bitch. You got reload speed? Damn.
Chestnuts. You missed the old Santa? Off with their heads! I shot his eye out. Evil is afoot. Rudolph guide my sleigh tonight. Get in, get in! I have a new friend for you, Frosty.
Turn to the end thing, dude. I think it doesn't turn it fast enough.
Looking here. Hello, flesh cow. I see that. Reload, reload, reload. Hey, naughty, breathe. I can't see. No. Die, naughty, die. Sweet Christmas.
Shock of shock. The area is mostly
I
secure.
like that bat black
You suddenly become
backflip he did. Woo! Okay. That was nice. I gotta lie, man. I love going to the gym. Like I went to the gym yesterday. Oh my god, I was seeing these people like exercising and shit. And I was laughing my ass off of what the fuck they were doing. I'm sitting there like what the fuck are you guys doing? Like this one guy was sitting lifting weights. He was like this, the curl machine. He was sitting there like this. He's like. I do. If you're just going like this, you ain't really using much muscle because he was like leaning that. Like you have to go all the way down, go all the way back up. Actually, use the muscles. See, a lot of people, what they do is they'll just use their joints and just fucking just like barely do anything. To be able to use the muscle, that's the reason people have so much joint pain. They have to go all the way up and they go all the way down, all the way up and all the way down. You have to actually feel that weight grab that muscle. And these people are just so fucking ignorant and stupid. Because the way they think that they're doing something right, but they're actually not. They're actually doing it completely fucking wrong. And then they want to get mad at everybody else because they're just like, what do you mean I'm doing it wrong? You're doing it wrong, bro. That's right. You're doing it wrong. Like, you're doing all of it wrong. That's why you're doing it like that. You're not understanding that you're doing it fucking wrong because you're a fucking idiot. I'm like, well, yeah. Stupid people always do stupid shit.
I do not like rain. Sometimes you gotta decorate your own tree.
It's just like with me and that every time I lift weights and that, I always lift weights to the proficiency of gaining muscle. Exactly. Gaining mass, getting stronger. Some people lift. Even bigger guys, like guys are, big in that, they still lift like shit. I'm still sitting there like thinking to myself like what the fuck are you doing? Like, you can lift better than that, but you choose not to. You choose to lift like a fucking moron, and then you sit there all day complaining. I'm not gaining any mass, I'm not gaining any muscle mass because it's like, well, I don't know, I'm gonna eat more. It does suck, man. It took me like a couple of years to really like get into like eating more because it is difficult. It's not fucking easy to shovel in, all this protein that.
For some deserving boy or girl.
Like, I woke up in the middle of the night and I was just like, I felt like I didn't have enough protein. So the way I did is, I had 2 protein sticks. I had to shovel it down. At 40 grams of protein, I had to shovel down.
What? How do you like me now?
Because I kind of figured that I'm going to need it.
And to all, a good night.
You think that's it? There's plenty more set.
I made a list. I checked it twice.
And like,
Let's pound sided. Time to give him a present. Chestnut.
I had because I felt like I didn't have enough protein, so I saved 40 grams.
Hello, flesh pal.
This area remains mostly secure. Is Hans helping you somehow? Is this some sort of prank? You're not this good.
Bad move. Santa says what? How do you like me now?
No, that's like kind of how I felt. You know, when it's a feeling thing. So like, when I get that feeling that I feel like I'm not getting enough, then I'll sit there and do whatever I can to get enough. And that's what the hardest thing is, to get that feeling like, oh, okay, we got to get more protein. It's like, we have to get more protein, we have to get more protein, we have to get more protein. It's like, if we don't get more protein, then I'm gonna feel really fucking weird, not getting enough. And that's what it was. Yeah, I was feeling hella fucking weird about it, and now I'm learning that, if you get that feeling like, you're not getting enough, that means you're not getting enough. Because your mind always wants to be satisfied, and if you're not satisfied, honestly, then your mind's gonna be like struggling, like, okay. Yeah. Because my back was fucking aching really bad in that last night. Like, it was aching bad. It was like, okay, I'm growing. That's what growth is. I'm finally getting that muscle aches now. Okay, I'm growing.
The elves would like this.
Okay, so now I have to sit there and figure out, what do you do? Okay, eat more protein. They had a lot of carbs tonight. I had, had 3 little slices of pizza. This is after I got back from work and that.
Pod closing soon. Hurry up so you can die.
And I'm just like, okay, I had good. I little pizza. It was a meat lover pizza, and that. I'm like, okay, no, and I had some I had 2 yogurts, 2 15 grams of protein yogurts. The thing is, you never know until you do it. So once you do it, you slowly. This is how knowledge works. This is how your learning patterns work. You slowly, when you do something that's hard, your body reacts to it. That's why working hard and pushing yourself through limits, it always makes you want to do more. You crave it. So when people sit there, they get all butthurt and that, they get upset and that because they're like, oh, I'm not gaining any mass, I'm not gaining any more muscle, blah, 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 or I'm not losing weight or whatever it is. It's like, it's a learning process. You literally have to learn this shit. You can't just assume that things will just be given to you, kind of thing. That's not how it works. People do like to think that though. Like, oh, you know what? Everything should be this way, this way, that way, this way, this way, that way. Like, dude. I wish it worked like that, but it don't. It truly does not. And when people start to think that it should, it's just like, well, it's like whatever you're thinking is never going to be 100% correct because you're not actually thinking. You're just spurring out shit to try to dodge and reflect going through the problem, which is fine. You can do what the fuck you want to do with your life. What if someone calls you out for being a fucking moron and you sit there and you keep on yelling, screaming at them? I say yell and scream all you want. You're still a fucking pussy. You're still a moron. You're still an idiot. You still, you don't have any actual good gratitude in that. You're just screaming and yelling, screaming, yelling, screaming, yelling. It's like, that's cool, everyone gets to that point where they're like, oh my god, feelings, my feelings get hurt. Not, yeah, feelings are supposed to get hurt. You're supposed to learn how to deal with the situation. So any type of situation, when I first said it, on my stream, I talk about, I was watching, we'll go back, I was watching these cop things, and this one black girl was acting like, it was okay to shoplift. So, this cop, you put her in there, and he was being nice to her. And he was saying, like, you can just put the stuff back in that, and you can go on your way. To give someone an opportunity to be able to do something like that and people never take it, that's their own stupidity. And so what happened is this girl got frantic and she started screaming, kicking and yelling and blah, blah, blah. She's like tapping her legs like a temper tantrum. Yeah, because you've never been told no. So people that don't get disciplined think they do whatever they want to do. So they walk out into society demanding all this stuff. And it's like, well, you can demand all you want, but the simple reality of it is that no one gives a fuck about you. When you have that, what they call mental disorder of delusionalism, whatever the fuck they want to call it, there's isms with everything, guys. Hold on, let's just. This is how people tend to act all the damn time. It happened at my work. So this one lady came up and that, and I talked about it the other stream and that, but it's a good prime example of how fucking stupid people are. So she came up there. She asked for a number because she wants to cancel my membership. She says, "You guys are taking all my money away." I'm like, oh, I'm just like, okay. It's like I get it. You want to cancel it. Says, "You guys are taking my money away every month. You subscribe to the monthly thing, you dumbass fucking cow. You subscribe to it. You put your credit card in it or your bank card. You are the one that did it. You literally don't need to go up here. You know that customer service is all online. You can look it up. If you were fucking smart at a fucking brain, you would understand that we don't do anything with that." People say, well, we thought that you did. I was like, you don't need to come up here to do that. People say, well, you have to. No one didn't say that. You said that. Like, there's the fucking disconnect right there. You stated something that wasn't completely corrected, and now you want to be. She was being a bitch about it. She was complaining about it, and it got to the point I'm just sitting there like, okay, well, you're the one that signed up for it, right? Well, yeah. It's like, okay, well, you're the one that signed up for it. So now you got to deal with the consequences of signing up for something per month. Correct? Yeah, okay. Well, if you have to deal with that consequence, and now you're complaining about it because you don't want to deal with that consequence, now you're yelling and scream at an employee. I mean, she wasn't being frantic and that. She was being a bitch to a certain degree, but whatever. I really don't give a fuck what they tend to do in that. That doesn't bother me. I think it's fucking hilarious when they complain a bitch more about something that literally is easily controlled. So this woman complained about it. And so I told her, like, well, you can go on Google and that, you can look up the number and that, let's give her information. It says, so why do I don't have my phone on me. Why should I have to do it? You should write it down for me. Like, okay. So I looked it up on my phone. I wrote it down and I gave it to her. So my coworker got he was just, expressing himself and he's young and that. And so he went and he called inside and he called her a bitch and that. So her boyfriend came out. And then her boyfriend didn't really do anything. She was frantically saying a bunch of stuff. It's called, he called me a bitch and that. I was just trying to get a number. And he told me look it up on Google. Like, yeah, that's the whole point. You're supposed to look it up on Google. That's how we work. And he's like, I don't have a phone on me. And that's like, that's not my problem. You don't have a phone on you. That's your problem. You don't have a phone on you. You're supposed to be taking care of me and all that stuff and that. It's like, I'm not your phone. I was like, we're customer service. Yes, we'll give you information to take care of me. Honestly, if I could go on there and terminate it myself, I would honestly do that, but we can't. I told them the policy have changed with their new CEO, so we can't go in there and terminate anything. You have to go through customer service. That's the first thing I told her. I tried to explain something to you, but we try to explain something to a fucking idiot that's rampaging because they're, whatever the fuck was going on with her. And they tend to get upset. So her boyfriend came up, and honest, the truth is, he wasn't really being a dick. He just wanted to deal with the situation because she was just she's barking like a dumbass cow, bro. I didn't fucking care that she was barking that. I just wanted to get her out. I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna get in a fight with you. I don't need to teach you fucking lesson that. And like, so eventually it came down to, so the guy ended up coming up, and he was just like, he came up to my coworker and that. And he did get in his face and that, but I put my arm out in front and I kind of tapped this chest, and he was just all talk. And I kept telling him, like, sir, like, just leave. My arm was like this, like, just leave, bro, just leave. Like, you're done, go, like, get the fuck out of here, I'm not gonna have a big old spitting match and shit. And honestly, he was being kind of calm, but he was saying he was defending this woman to a certain extent and that. And like, I'm just like, I kind of agree with it in some senses, but there's better ways of dealing with these situations than that. And I'm like, your woman was 100% in the fucking wrong. And I think I ended up seeing him up at the fucking gym, and you see like how fucking like how jacked I look in that, and like he kept looking at me. I knew I was gonna meet him at the gym because I seen him before. I said, "Oh, you look like you work out," and I was like, "Oh yeah, I go to blah blah blah." I'm like, okay. But the biggest thing is, I was staying calm as hell. I wasn't trying to be a fucking dickhead towards him. I could have been like, dude, sir, it's like, it's like, stop this shit. No, fuck off. But like the way you talk in situations, how things turn out. I try to explain it to my coworker and that. I said, the best case scenario to deal with people that are this ignorant, all you can do is say, hey, I'm sorry, and that, blah, 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 these are just our policies and that, blah, blah, blah. And normally they go on their pretty little way. Not all the time, but most of the times they do. And then you can just sit there and you can joke about it later on. That's what I normally do. I normally just make fun of people later on. So I really don't care about ignorant people. Someone's willing to be that ignorant. It's just like, okay, you like to be ignorant. That's cool, but I don't fucking care. I shouldn't have to care about you being ignorant because you're a fucking piece of shit person to begin with. It's like treating people like shit is a fucking joke. And then when people sit there and constantly be throwing that fucking shit at people and believing in whatever bullshit they want to believe in, it's like, dude, no one gives a fuck about you, bro. You're just fucking yapping your fucking mouth off. So anyway, like he was telling like, no, don't call a woman a fucking bitch and all that shit. And then I'm like, okay. And I kept saying, sir, just leave. It's like, just leave. He kept doing that stuff and that. And like, try to act tough. Literally, try to act tough in front of a woman that didn't deserve it. he was in great shape and that, like he just got out of fucking prison type shit. I'm like, yeah, I can see that, you got tattoos and that, so I'm gonna identify that you probably were gotta fight with the law on that. Like, okay, cool. you God knows that you don't want to go back in. So why don't you say, hey, you call out your girlfriend. Number one, when you're in a relationship and your woman as a man and your woman says a bunch of stupid shit, it goes all emotionalized. Number one thing I do as a man, I don't go with it. I say, woman, shut the fuck up. This is why you don't get emotionalized when you talk to people. What'd you want to get? Oh, I want to get the number. Okay, well, get the number, get the fuck out. What are you trying to do? You're trying to start something with people who are just trying to work. Well, they were being mean towards me. It's like, okay, but you were being angry towards them. That's exactly what should have happened. That just shows that this man is not tough. He's actually a pussy. Because that's what I would do. My woman got a fucking line. I'd be like, hey, girl, stop. Well, you're PMSing. No one cares. You need to stop being emotionalized. Any type of situation, if someone gets up in some woman's face, first thing I ask, like, what'd you say to him? Because most guys will not normally do anything dramatic towards women. They'll normally just call them a bitch and say, no, you're just being a fucking bitch. And they'll get more loud and more loud and more loud. Some people say, well, that's disrespectful. You know what's disrespectful? It's not fucking listening. So if your woman doesn't want to listen to a situation and just sit there and keep on barking and barking and barking and barking and barking, like when some dudes do, and when some dudes do, it's like, dude, shut the fuck up. You're being a pussy. And he's like, oh, my feelings. And they get all upset and they run out there crazy and beat a bunch of dickheads, whatever. So this is why we have to keep things under control. And I get it, people get really upset with certain things, and it's like, I don't give a fuck, dude. It's like, I really don't give a fuck. I don't care how your feelings are. Your feelings are not anything that has anything to do with me. If you want to get upset about stuff, get upset. To me, if you're not logically sound to be able to understand a simple thing like, hey, it's like, just get going, sir, and I'm giving you fucking respect, even though you're being a dick. That just shows that I'm on top of the situation and you're not. You're just barking. And that's the thing is, that's what normally seems to happen in a lot of these situations. And that's just, I was just watching one thing on YouTube. This guy was talking about tough guys that have muscles and that want to claim that they're tough. And so they'll walk around, their shirts off, and that they walk around with toughness and that. And I'll be sitting there like, okay, that's cool. Now, you got muscle. Now you're strong, but what's your strength have to do with anything? For how strong someone, if you get two people that work out the same, just to say they have the same diet, they have everything the same. But one guy is like mentally and spiritually better than another guy that might have like a little bit more, he could push a little bit more. So you can do like 10, maybe 20 pounds more on bench. That 20 pounds on bench ain't going to be shit. That 20 pounds on bench ain't going to be jack shit. But some people, they'll actually do that. Like, they'll explain their strength. Like, okay, you can explain your strength, but it's like when I go to the gym and that, I look at people and that. Now I always check out people that have tattoos. Anyone that has tattoos and that, and they're all like, there's this one guy at the gym and that he's strong. He likes to compare himself to other men. I do it too, but I laugh. I do it for the entertainment of it because it's funny. So this guy, he said there's one guy was doing chest flies in the chest fly machine. He's doing really shit. He was doing heavy ass weight. And he was like gripping it really hard, and he was really like bending his arms and like pushing it with his shoulders and biceps. I did it with his chest. It's like, okay, bro, you're doing too much weight. You're just gonna fucking hurt yourself doing that. That's what I was thinking. Well, the other guy was thinking he had 150 pounds. They did like 3 or 4 times. I'm like, okay, you're strong in that, And compared to me, I can't say that's really strong, but that's what I'm saying. The 5 or 10 pounds difference ain't that much, especially how you do it. So the one guy get on there, he has chest out and that, and he was doing that. He knew it was too heavy. So he was trying to say, oh, I'm stronger. And I'm just sitting there, I was talking to my mom about it, and that I was like, yeah, it's like, look how this guy does it. He's actually doing really good. And I wanted to stick his head out, have his chest out a little bit more. I want his stomach to be sticking out, with his chest out, have his back of the upper part of his back touching it, and have his kind of have like a little bow in that, so you can actually get more of that chest compression. And because to me, that's what actually would actually make it better. And so the one guy was doing that, and I was sitting there looking at him that, and he kept on looking at me because he knows he's comparing himself to me because I see him all the damn time and he does all this stuff, and I'm like, dude, if you know how I work out, I look at other guys in that to try to analyze how they lift, and I make fun of them. I really don't even care. I'm just sitting there like, oh, you're lifting really good today. If you're lifting really good in that, I give you props. Say thumbs up. You fucking do good. I'm not at you to explain, strength. That's how you do it. People always want to have strength to show off in front of other men and women and that. I'm like, it's like you don't need to do that shit because that's fucking stupid. No one fucking cares, bro. Like no one fucking cares. You care too much about something that is fucking retarded. Like no one gives a flat fucking fat. No one cares. So as we started to go, I started talking about it more and that. And then yesterday and that when I went up there, there was this one older guy. He had tattoos and that. He looked like he's probably in his 40s. He's sitting doing I was explaining. He's doing the fake ass arm exercise. He was on the curl machine. Basically, it's like a preacher curl machine. And he was sitting there. He had his arms up already, and he was just letting the weight go down a little bit, and he was going back up. He's gyrating the weight. And I was just like, what the fuck are you? I was laughing about it. I couldn't stop laughing. I was like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? I mean, he didn't say nothing that, but I was laughing at his ex. This shit was fucking hilarious. I was bawling at how fucking stupid this guy was doing stuff in that. And no matter how much I can just sit there and laugh at this dude, he was just so fucking stupid. The way he was doing that. And this is why you can't build muscle, bro. You can't go build muscle because you ain't tough enough to deal with the muscle pain to grow. That's all it is. So people that think that they're tough in that, you can think you're tough in that, you can go through a little bit of pain in that, but psychologically dealing with another human being, you instantly are going to look at that human being. You're going to identify him either being small, big, or whatever that it is. But the biggest thing is, none of that shit really fucking matters. Because in the long run, people don't fucking care. As you get older now, almost everyone can have specific strengths in that, If you eat enough protein that and you live long enough in that, your strength is going to get higher and higher and higher. You're going to grow more and more and more. And it's not going to stop. You're going to keep on growing until you reach your genetic potential and shit. But yeah, it's just really funny though. I'm sitting there bawling, laughing my fucking ass off at how ridiculous some people can be. And it's oh, come on, guys. Let's try a little harder. Anyway, I'll be back. I'm going to get some water. There we go. YOLO! Almost ready. Yeah, yeah. I get my shoes on that. Cool. Damn, these waves took way too fucking long, man. I'm at 286 in this game mode. It's a pretty cool game. You can really see it. Man, that fucking light sucks ass. There it goes. Yeah, it's a little fun little idle game I like to play every now and again. But yeah, it's like, see, that's why I like going out. I love going out because I like to talk about things, especially when it comes down to certain people. Now, like, the more and more that you go out and you just communicate with people, that you start seeing that like 98% of people that you meet are the coolest fucking people in the world. They're so cool, they're so fun, they're not fucking assholes, you know, like I have dickheads out there, but like that's how you deal with it. Most people that are assholes are all fucking talk. Like they just talk out their fucking ass because they want you to think that they're better than everybody else and to learn on it. And it's like, well, motherfucker, no one cares. No one gives a fuck about what you think as an individual. Especially if you're being ignorant. Like people that have a way of being ignorant as hell are always the ones that seem to be the most uneducated. I promise you, there's a lot of uneducated motherfuckers out there. They're barnyard idiot. They're stupid as fuck. They like treating people like shit because in their minds they want to assume that it's okay. They want to believe that they're better. And I say no one ain't better than there's like a very slight difference to be better. If you work hard at your job and that, and you get promoted, and your promotion is actually earned, you have a sense of pride. You get a slightly higher paycheck. You get, a little bit more, somewhat more responsibility, I guess. People are recognizing you more. You're starting to get more love and affection from people and that, and attention and that. You're starting to grow as a human being. That's fucking awesome. But one of the biggest problems is with almost everybody is that we have to stop hating on each other. I ain't gonna lie. Women, these women nowadays, I know family sucks and that. You need to be properized. Well, that's a new one. Okay. We've got a new enemy encounter. I like that attack up there. Oh my god. Wow, this shit's getting fucking insane. Okay. Still pushing good. This shit's getting really fucking insane. And I only weighed 300 now. There's so many fucking guys. Fucking dudes. Yeah, it's not getting enough fucking film. Trying to get my knock back up. Oh, yeah, I'm not making enough fucking money. Okay. Yeah, she gets a little crazy though. It's like dealing with people all together. It's just it's the most hilarious thing in the world. Like people want to come around and constantly be fighting with people that over really stupid shit, and then they want to complain even more and constantly complain and complain and complain and complain. I'm sitting like, dude, shut the fuck up, stop complaining, dude. It's like literally just shut. It's easier for you just to shut up and just fucking go on your day. It's like if you're that fucking bored as a human being, you gotta fucking get in a fight with every motherfucker that you see. It's just like, well, you live a pointless fucking life. Like people don't get strong to pick on other people. People get strong to defend from other people. So like this man never confronted me. Cause he saw how broad my shoulders was, and he got in my fucking face. I told him, dude, back up. Like, no personal space, bro. Like, don't get in my face. And he'd be like, or what? I'm like, well, unfortunately, this is a business, and you're trespassing now because you're getting ignorant with me. You're not buying anything under me. You're getting argued with me, so consider that to be trespassing. I have that right to defend myself if you get in my fucking face, okay? If you continue to get in my face and that, you know, and you want to get mad at me because of a simple transaction that could have been dealt with very easily, it's like, oh, here's the number now, here you go. No, you want to make a big old noise about it. Not saying it was him, I'm saying if it did happen like that. You want to make a big old noise about something. That was literally the easiest thing to deal with. Oh, here's the number, sir. Okay, I'm sorry. Now, you know, go ahead and, you know, do what you have to do. You know, if you want to get upset and I get upset, I don't give a fuck. My job's not to babysit motherfuckers. My job is to try to give you the best, the correct information to deal with the situation however you see fit. I've talked to a lot of people on that. A lot of people are, you know, more or less likely all deal with the same bullshit. And all I'm trying to do as a customer service person is to deal with bullshit. But the bullshit is starting to get too fucking personal, which always seems like it always fucking does with these dumbass motherfuckers out there. Then most likely, I have to deal with it to the best of my ability to not harm someone or to try to de-aggress the situation as best I can. So if I can't de-aggress the situation the best I can, and I have to deal with more of the situation and try to decrease it as much as I can, then I will. But if I can't, then it's going to lead to being more direct. Now it's not going to be physical. Physical has nothing to do with it. People always want to go physical. You're only as strong as you think you might be. And when it comes down to strength, I think people misinterpret how strong they are compared to others. And yes, people do that shit a lot because they don't. I guess they don't understand what strength is. Strength is not just a pushy match. Strength is all about a lot of different things. And when people get very upset about things and start crying, bitching, and moaning, like, oh my god, my feelings. No one gives a fuck about your feelings. Feelings are not, no one gives a fuck about that. If you care so much about your goodwill, then you more or less likely would shut the fuck up and just listen and be done with it. When people keep pushing these scenarios over and over and over again, and they never will learn how to just shut the fuck up and just listen, then that's why you don't have a job. That's why you don't have a good life. Like, the system's rigged and blah, blah, blah. System's rigged, you live on government welfare, bitch. I'm assuming that this person did, because who would want to work with this woman? She's constantly being upset and throwing the shit on. Yeah, I'm talking about the woman that was complaining the other day, and her man was trying to think that being a man is getting on another man's fucking face. Of course, yeah, you go after the littlest dude. Yeah, go after 130-pound motherfucking dude. He didn't go after me. He could have, but he didn't. He kept this fucking cool. The thing is, like, this is the only problem I dislike with, women that get too emotional. Well, women don't understand, like, the strength dynamics of men. Some women don't understand at all. They're like, I could take on any man and get your ass fucking kicked. I could do this, do that. You hit a man's gonna hit you back. I don't give a fuck what these feminists saying that. No one should deal with the consequences of other people being stupid. It's like, I'm sorry. I don't think, no one should. It's like, as a human being, that I want to be as fair as possible because I'm a nice guy and that. But if someone, like, sits there and just has to be ignorant as fuck towards really, like, easy things that could be, completed, and saying, okay, here you go, be on with your fucking day. But when it gets to the point where you can't deal with that situation any longer, that you have to resort to being violent, then you're just stepping into, the way that everybody else wants to assume that people need to be. No one needs to be violent. People love to be violent. And they like to be violent to a certain degree about, say, like, I don't know. Some people are just violent with words, more or less with action. But this one was trying to be violent with action. Like, she was like, she like tried to spit on the kid in that. I was like, bitch, you're a full grown woman. How the fuck are you sitting there spitting on a fucking 17-year-old boy that that's young, and you're sitting there being that big of a fucking bitch? Or like, damn, low lifer, man. You demand so much, but you don't deserve any. Thing is, wasn't for a man being there, she would have kept on doing that. She kept on reacting to it. I was like, man, you gotta leave. You can't be yelling and screaming at us. You're saying all this stuff on that. Yeah, I know he said all this stuff on that, but I like how that, you're an adult and he's still young. He's still young. It's like, how old are you? Like 30? You're 30 fucking years old and you still act like a fucking toddler? For real? So it's like, I'm sure that you probably don't have a job. That's the first thing I would ask. I'm sure that you probably don't have a job. No one wants to work with someone like that. You get so many complaints against you and that, people be hating on you all the damn time. I'll be making fun of your ass every damn day. And I'll be like, man, who the fuck this bitch thinks she is? This bitch is fucking crazy. Oh my god, you can't say that. Yeah, I can. No amount of law is gonna sit there and protect you from being that fucking stupid and tormenting a fucking kid because you want to have the audacity to be a fucking dumbass and to sit there all day and constantly, when older people like make fun of kids and that or say really stupid shit about kids, I'm looking at these stupid motherfuckers and that, but who gave you the permission to sit there and judge someone, especially someone that's young, and you were young once before. And you want to sit there and fucking judge someone. Who the fuck are you to say anything? Like, it's like when people judge people that are, here's how it works. I understand. Stupid people judge smart people because they're stupid. If you get my drift. So they're like, dumb people don't have the audacity to actually learn. They want to sit there and be stupid. And what I mean by dumb is that they have too much pride in what they don't know and what they do know, but what they don't know, they tend to know. So I mean, like certain thing. Okay, so what happened? You said, okay, I went up to my Edward Jones guy, my financial guy, and that we were talking about mutual funds. I said, I know much about mutual funds there. But I says, okay, yeah, I know stuff about mutual funds move really slow and that. I'm telling him what I knew. He's like, okay, it's okay. So you don't, and he explained to me like, oh, okay, so that's what it is. So basically, he explained to me, he's like, mutual fund is basically is all your money gets divided into like he said 200 to 100 stocks, and you put a little bit of money in all these different stocks. If one's doing really good, it'll go up really high. Some might go down. If it goes down too far, they cut it off and they go into another stock. He's like, that's how it normally goes down. Like, okay, that's cool and that. So I told him like, he's like, what do you want to do with your money? Because it's my inheritance and that. It's, I'm like, okay. He's like, yours is in bonds right now, which all it's gained is interest. You're making money, but all you're doing is making interest off of it. You're not actually putting it in to make money off of your money besides the interest. I'm like, okay. So he explained it to me in that. I was like, okay, I said, go ahead and move it in the middle lane because he did a 5-lane highway thing. So go ahead and move in the middle lane that so you can put some money and stuff. But basically, the Edward Jones has an office, the main office that literally has people look at stocks. They look at stocks all day long. When stocks go up in that, some stocks go down that, they look at how much that the person's making. So the whole thing is for them to make money. I'm like, okay, that's cool now. I like that a lot. So what he was saying is, you're just like, okay, so like if you do this and that, there's a chance, like, he's looking at. I told him like I noticed that advertising, and I would look at things that are really popular, that really start to boom. He's like, well, AI is one of them. I'm like, man, fuck AI. AI is the fucking biggest piece of shit ever, but whatever. And he's looking at, like Microsoft. And I really don't care for Satan ass Microsoft, but I'm like, whatever, And like, I don't use my money to determine my fate 100%. So I really don't give a fuck. So anyway, so we start talking about that. I say, yeah, go ahead and put in the middle lane that and have them distribute my money. I put like maybe like $5,000, take $5,000 of my money in that and distribute it. Like that sounds cool. Because that has a huge chance of helping me out in the long run. Because since my grandmother died, I think it was like a year and a half ago. I'm the interest went up. It was like over $2,000 I gained. I'm like, okay, so I got a little bit of, a little extra cash on the side and that, I don't touch it because I don't need it. I don't buy anything big and I really don't give a shit. It's like, that's pretty cool and that. So I'm just like learning how stuff works. And I'm like, okay, that's cool as shit. And so now I'm sitting there, I'm learning all this stuff, and they're like, okay, that's cool. I'm gonna start, probably if I do this, probably the next couple years, and that it could jump up, $10,000-$20,000 or whatever it is, and it only bumps up a little bit because I don't take any money out. So as I grow my money, now my interest gets a little bit bigger. I'm trying to reach 30,000. Hopefully by May or something like that. Okay, well that's gonna be easy on my part because my interest is like every fucking month I get a little bit of interest. That's funny shit. So like, okay, that's pretty cool. That so I'm gonna sit there. That's why I do want to work today. I'm gonna try to go in probably at like 5 to 7:30. That should I pick up a little extra hours and that. I really don't want to fucking sit there and go in honestly. What time is it right now? Almost 11. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get going to the fucking gym. Actually, I gotta take my. This shit's gonna be fucking crazy, bro. Where my water go? got some new stuff called GO2 Max, and I ain't gonna lie, shit looks really well. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'll pack some aminos up. Man. Damn, also 400 actually. This shit's getting crazy as fuck. What up, guys? But yeah, this shit's fucking crazy as fuck. I thought I said everyone, that's why it's good to stay physically and mentally and spiritually strong. Spiritually is like to deal with negativity. So it's like a mindset thing. So like, right, drop some fucking aminos. So I need to get paid more money. If I wasn't fucking exercising, I was just worried about fucking money. I would have like probably saved up like $20,000. Ain't gonna lie. Dude, I probably about like $200, $300 worth of fucking like pre-workouts and shit and all kinds of crap every month. From pre-workouts to vitamin stuff. The vitamin stuff is always good. They say staying healthy is hard, and I'm like, you can do little things. You don't need to do pre-workout. If you get a vitamin mix, your vitamin mix will be better. Like buying protein, it's not that much. You can buy a pound of meat for like $5, $6. And that pound of meat can last you for the whole entire day of meals almost. I mean, a pound of ground beef is 12 ounces. They say if it's lean, it might be 6 grams of protein per times 12. So that's 72 grams of protein. That's literally almost 2 meals. And kind of if you put rice in it, rice is cheap as fuck. You put rice in it, a cup of rice might be like 4 or 5 grams of protein. So you almost got 80 grams of protein right there. And you eat it throughout the day, and that just to say. You eat for 2 meals. That's 2 whole meals. No. Damn. Motherfuckers almost one shot my ass. They keep going up. Yeah, this is crazy. My money's not going up fast enough. Yeah. That's the only thing I hate about these higher levels, man. Their money goes up slow as fuck. Oh, my shoes upstairs. Okay, I'm gonna get my shoes on. I think I might get a good one here actually. It's getting pretty addictive because they keep leveling up really good. It's fucking insane. Okay, guys. Well, I'm gonna get going on that. I'll see you guys when I get home. I'll have to see if I'm going to work today. Anyway, you guys have a good day and bless you all. Bye.